This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Detroit Lions.
For Arizona.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
34-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Block off of play action. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
The punt team on now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Play action. Fowler. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Time as it's going to leave it with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away.
Mistake make in this phase of the game because it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet, the little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Operating from the gun. Fowler. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 17. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 30. 10. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Now a handoff looking right. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knocking on the door. 5 yards. A good run there. And now 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Now here's Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
He may try and run for this. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
No hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And they give this time to the tailback. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Here's Ginn. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on 1st down. Fowler. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Here's Pollard. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 34. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Field. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line.
A gain of 18.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Fowler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
14-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, Locke. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Both fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Fowler. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
25 yards.
25 yards that time. They'll run with Pollard. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 13-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
Tony Pollard.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now Pollard. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 17, Lions nothing. Zane Gonzalez kicks
now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From the 6. He'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it down and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Locke. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Clock now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
6-yard line.
Locke looks to throw it again. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Locke. And he will find his man on the outside. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And 5 at the Cardinals' 15-yard line.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. To throw it is Locke. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
Good for a
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
at the 3-yard line.
Locke going to throw. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Locke. Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd and goal.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much Not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the 2nd half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Block. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
From midfield, here's Locke. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
49.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Again, they'll throw with Locke. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He rifles one, it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they will score. It's a This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Cardinals 24, Lions 3. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll give it here to his running back. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll throw here, hold in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's Locke. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now they try the right side here. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Double team, and it's intercepted. Baker with a pick, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Fowler. They'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Block now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now it's Ginn. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
1st down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
And now he'll tuck it and run. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Lions 3.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions 33. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Off the bootleg. Foul. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. They dialed up the pressure and got to him.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They're all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Throwing again on 2nd down. And throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And a super return as he gets us 25-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets them 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now left side of the swing pass. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
No gain on the play there, second down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The kick is good.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Cardinals 31, Lions 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
This will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
5-yard line.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. Scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Locke working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, that's complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
It's now 4th down and 1.
They'll go for it. It's locked. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Again, it's Locke. And that will be incomplete. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
But this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have bucked the trend so far. A sterling performance to this point, on the road no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this 4th quarter. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Locke. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Locke now on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Locke again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
going to go on 4th down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Locke. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. It's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for number 84. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Run for Pollard. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Final score.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.